My name is Kristi Overton Johnson, and the name of my book is Hit It. So in water skiing, hit it is the phrase that you say when you're ready to try again. When you're ready to move up out of the water, leave your pain behind, leave your fears behind and your what ifs, and go again. In life, it's the same thing. We fall, and we fall hard, and we have to make a decision if we're going to get reconnected with that power source, leave those emotions behind, and move forward to victory. A lot of people knew about my success as a water skier. 80 professional titles, world champion, being a world record holder for 18 years. I mean, that was really unheard of in our sport. Ironically enough, the more I achieved, the emptier I felt. The darkest time for me was getting to a place where I couldn't be who I'd always been and do what I always could do. All of a sudden, your body begins to fall apart, and mine did. With aches and pains and having to have things put back together, I had 16 surgeries that as soon as I'd get done with one and get back to the top of the world standings list, I'd find myself laying on a hospital bed again. In like the twinkling of an eye, Kristi the skier was gone. And I got lost for many years trying to find out if I can't go around little red buoys, who am I? I was one that on the outside, everything was all put together. I was in law school, I was getting that Juris Doctorate degree. I'm going adopting children, I'm running 2 nonprofits, and nobody knows about the pain that's in me because I was so good at hiding it. But when the doors were shut, I had no peace. I had no joy. The only time I was happy was when I was performing well or I was pleasing people and when things seemed to be perfect. But what I learned is there's no such thing as perfect. The turning point for me was realizing I didn't have to be perfect and I didn't have to do everything in my own strength. There is a power source that loves me, a power source I had known about my entire life but had never said hit it to. I grew up believing in God, but thinking, you know what, you just go to church and you just profess a faith in Him, but then you move on to your family, you move on to your skiing. There was no room, in my opinion, for God on the starting dock of a water ski tournament. But when I realized that all God wanted to do was come into my life, come into my skiing, come into my marriage, come into my relationship with my children and help me. And give me strength in my times of weaknesses. Give me peace of mind when the turbulent waters around me feel like they're going to overtake me. I was like the skier who believed in the power of the boat, had picked up the ski rope, but was still hanging out in the water. Not even a champion can ski without a boat, a power source, and a line to connect to it. For me, that power source is God, and that line is Jesus. And the only true victory is that connection.